we're going to have another great day, many more sessions.
Payments boring? No, they're not boring. I think they used to be boring if you only process a payment. But actually, I think it's now much more a strategic proposition. The conversations that we have aren't with the operational guys. They tend to be with the marketing directors because they want to understand how to use information and data. It tends to be with the global heads. It tends to be with the CEOs because they want to understand how they could use payments as a facilitator for driving loyalty. And look, payments have gone from being boring to the boardroom. I think that's the way to think about it.
Women are really good clients for financial service providers. Studies consistently show that women are better loan repayers, they're better savers than men, and even tend to be better investors than men. They're more likely than men to make purchasing decisions about food and household items, not to mention healthcare, education, and childcare purchasing decisions. They're really valuable customers. Ernst & Young projects that women will control 75% of discretionary spending worldwide by 2028.
There's a very strong negative relationship between GDP income per capita growth and gender inequality. The more you treat women fairly, the more money you make, and the better off you are. So therefore, number one, income inequality and gender inequality strongly correlated. Number two, gender inequality and income per capita strongly negatively correlated.
What I wish to see more from all of you as investors, as development partner, is to put a bit more focus on financial capability development, on financial literacy, on entrepreneurship, which is very important to these consumers. I take an example of girls, the rate of girls drop out of school, and it's very important to equip these girls with an early on educations on financial matters, on entrepreneurship, so that they can eventually set up something to have a livelihood later. So that's my call to all of you.
At Stripe, we want a more inclusive and interoperable internet economy. This is not altruistic. This is firmly rooted in the expectation that the second-order effects of unlocking human capital and exponential connectivity will be significant. To do this, the internet economy has to be universally accessible. It has to be agnostic to geography, and it must enable people in far-reaching places to be able to easily exchange economic value.
Yes, there's a mixture of challenges, obviously. Being a China company, you venture out of China, the different international standards, language can be another barrier also, right? So there's, obviously communications barrier as well. So I think all in all, these challenges, I think, can be overcome by time. I think we are confident because the core competency, which is really the wealth of experience that we accumulate in China, will actually give us that sustainable future.
We want to be building things once globally and then deploying everywhere. So we need partners who, they don't have to be global themselves. I mean, that's unrealistic for fintech, but people who've thought through, how is this going to work in, not just in Indiana, but Indonesia at the same time. And because I have to think about that. So we want people who've got that mindset, who are thinking of universal solutions. And typically it's not just us, but they also have thought through how other people like us are going to, because I think for me, in the partnerships, a lot of it's about the wisdom of crowds. Like, we don't know the answer to everything. We want people who've got answers and who've got other clients like us who are solving the problem even faster than we ever would ourselves. And our best partners are fabulous at that.